Hey guys, it's been a while since I made a video, but something happened to me a couple weeks ago that I thought would be interesting enough to share with you. I was able to go down to Chicago and see Childish Gambino in concert for the first and probably last time in my life. Going to this concert was really important to me because overall, I don't think there's any other artist that has had such an impact on my life as much as this man has. And not even just through music, as a role model, or just the amazing achievements he's had. So, going into this concert, I had some high expectations to begin with. And part of the reason why I want to share this story with you is because when you think of a concert, you don't think of learning something or having a message to take away from it. But this concert did exactly that. Taught me something and opened up my perception to some really important points. But we'll get to that. Let me take you to the night of the concert to give you a better understanding of my experience. I had a lot of emotions going through my body, and as you can guess, I was pretty nervous. Partially because I had a 6-hour drive just to get to this concert. But also because in the past few years, I've idolized this man through his different TV shows, and his music has opened my mind and made me contemplate my existence. I feel like I've connected with him on a personal level through some of his songs. It's safe to say his work has had a powerful impact on me, which I think has led me to perpetuate an image of what I thought he would be like, sound like, or even act like. And if I'm being honest with myself, I was nervous that this whole image of him would be shattered if the show didn't meet my expectations. At this point, I had invested a lot of time enjoying his different mediums of entertainment, and through that, they had shaped me and who I am in life. But I wondered, could this all come crashing down in the span of a 3-hour concert? Like I said, I was nervous. So, there I am at the venue. I waited in line, went through security, and went to go scan my ticket. Which I was also a bit nervous about because I had purchased it from a non-official website. But it worked fine, and I was in. There was concessions, bathrooms, and merch table. Something you should know about me is I don't like buying merch because I think a lot of it is overpriced, so I never even consider buying it. But, as you can tell from this picture, tonight was a different night for me. I went and sat down in my seat and waited patiently for the concert to begin. After an energetic opening set from Ray Shermer, the lights dimmed for the last time that night, and music began to play a song I did not recognize, but was eerie and beautiful. After singing out the final notes of the song, the crowd roared and applauded thunderously. Then he took a moment to talk to us, the man himself. Now, most artists in my experience want to put on a great show and give everyone a good time by performing well, giving great energy, but here's where I think Gambino stands apart from the rest. He began to talk to us and started his monologue by thanking the audience for coming in a really intimate way. You bought a ticket for the last Gambino tour, and for that, I f***ed with you. Which was really pleasing to hear, but then he brought this point up. You know, the people outside this arena, they didn't buy a ticket, they aren't here, so don't film the concert, don't let them see. Be a part of this experience here and now. If you're here to just hear your favorite song, go home now. And you know, he brings up a really good point. I think a lot of artists today would be very scared to talk about this, about filming the concert, about enjoying the experience and living in the moment. But he started off the show by saying this. And you know, people could speculate and say what they will. He just didn't want anyone to leak his new songs. He just wants the crowd to be more hyped. But here's what really spoke to me at this concert. In all honesty, I've voiced my opinions about this before in folks filming concerts and enjoying the show, just being in the moment. And I'm of the opinion that millennials are slowly ruining concerts by seeing them only as an opportunity to stunt and be around famous artists. It's no longer about the music in a subliminal way. And I think Gambino suggesting to not record the concert probably isn't a direct reinforcement of that argument, but I do think there is some overlap. He truly just wants to give the best show possible to fans and have a moment with them. And the smart man he is, he knows and understands that he won't get that same level of intimacy if there's 1 centimeter of plastic between him and the audience. And to tell you the truth, I was planning on filming more of this concert so that I could do a video about it. But at that moment, I decided he had a point, and I wasn't going to do all that. Which is why I'm using a lot of footage that isn't mine. And because of that, I truly, honestly think I had a more enjoyable time as a result. So thank you for that. But there's one other moment from the concert that really stuck out. About halfway through the set, Gambino addressed the Mac Miller announcement that had only happened a day prior. Again, he told people not to record this. He wanted to give us a moment and really share his feelings. Because in today's age, everything celebrities do gets sold and redistributed. Paparazzi and news stations annoy artists, and it's sad because when something like Mac Miller dying happens, they can't really be dead or mourned because everyone is trying to cash grab and monetize their death, which is why I didn't want to title this anything about Mac Miller. However, it was really heartwarming to hear him speak about it because he knew him and talked about their come up on the internet. He spoke about the critics who used to label him as just a corny ass black dude and how they did the same thing to Mac. How everyone in life will try to make a narrative out of you, label you as this or that. How in today's age we are so complex that no one can truly make a narrative of us, and we should remember that. And that's what stuck with me. As someone who makes comments about hip-hop and gets critiqued for being white or sounding like a nerdy white guy on the internet, but also it made me consider my YouTube channel, as I am someone who makes videos and narratives about artists within hip-hop. And so I asked myself, am I a part of this problem? And it was something I had to think about for a while before I could continue and make a video about, which is why this is coming out a couple weeks past the concert. I eventually came to the conclusion that my content fell on both sides of the fence, but that I could use this opportunity with what I've learned to change for the better. Instead of talking about an artist in question, I could talk about an artist in relation to me, and share my opinions without making a narrative about them, or labeling them as something. Overall, his message, however he meant it to be perceived, was definitely heard. Everything doesn't have to be for everyone. Some moments in life are special, and not recording them can humanize it and make it more intimate. Live your own life. Don't be defined by what somebody else labels you as. Experience joyfulness moments and painful ones too, because they remind you of what it is to be alive and living today. Thank you guys for watching. In one of my previous videos, somebody asked if I would ever make merch, and as much as I don't like it, I did make one simple design. So if you are interested in supporting the channel, then I'll leave a link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.